Who knew? That's all I needed.
I'm gonna rack up all the money that I'm gonna win. You know,
Oh, you're funny.
I'm gonna win
Uh,
the pick 'em again.
we'll get over to the pick'em details because there's no way Tybo wins again this year. He doesn't understand the rules, and it's going to be fantastic. We'll get to that here in a little bit. First, we've told you what we expect from this game. What are some things that we will not be expecting from Chiefs versus Lions Thursday night football, first game of the season?
We won't
Personally,
be expecting Travis Kelce.
Or Chris
fair point.
Jones?
I'm not expecting Patrick Mahomes to throw an interception.
Hey,
He has not done that in any season
Ayo.
opener.
really?
Really.
It's interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, dude, Patrick Mahomes in first games of the season is lights out, dog.
Yeah.
The only thing better is when he's got Sammy Watkins.
For the first game of the season.
Yeah, shit you not.
Tybo?
There's some extra magic.
We should just bring
I
him back
mean,
for week one contracts.
what to expect, what not to expect. Like I already gave my thoughts. Jesus Christ, let me out of
Fair
here.
enough. All right. Wow. Even hates the Chiefs.
This is
Me.
not on Prime though, right? This is I
No, 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 no.
gotta
This
have
is
fucking Peacock to watch it.
uh no, this is national broadcast. Only Thursday night game that'll be a national broadcast. NFL will not be giving away first game of the year behind a pay-per-view wall
No.
ever. Ever. Too many eyes to be seen out there. Well, let's get some keys of the game here. Tybo, do you have anything specifically that the Chiefs offense or defense or both need to fixate on to win this game?
Both sides of the ball. Will kind of summarize my thoughts already. Just mix it up. Mix up the blitzes. Don't let them know where it's coming from. Mix up the formations. Move guys around. And then same thing on offense. Spread the ball around. Run it on third down a couple of times. Keep the Lions just not knowing what the hell is going on. Go forward on fourth down here and there. Like keep it exciting and let Mahomes do what Mahomes knows how to do, and we'll be fine.
I'm going to go ahead and go with protect the ball. I just alluded to it earlier. Mahomes doesn't throw interceptions. I mean, running backs, wide receivers, hold on to the damn ball, especially special teams. Yeah, we need to figure out special teams this year because last year was not it.
It's figured.
Yeah,
Don't worry. It's
I was gonna
figured.
say I think Tobe's got it down this year. We've got Richie James, who's an experienced punt returner, and then we've got Kadarius Toney. When we'll need him in those positions, maybe like Tyreek in his later years in Kansas City for a momentum boost. But I think Tobe's got everybody kind of in sync there. Um, for me, expect what key to the game like blitz, mix up the blitzes. We need to throw everything at Jared Goff as much as possible. We know that he can get flustered in the pocket, and if we can get him rolling out in his older age, he doesn't do that great moving outside of the pocket. And I think we can really capitalize on a few situations if we can mix up those blitzes. And as far as the offense, let's utilize Pacheco, whether it's in the pass game or in the run game. If we can get that guy involved, if we can bring safeties down because they need to push down on that line of scrimmage where we're pushing the ball with Pacheco, then that's going to leave over the top with our speedy receivers in Richie James and Sky Moore to get out there and maybe get Rashee Rice in one-on-one situations where he can just go up and get it because he's just a massive human along with Justin Ross.
You guys have any players to watch, offense, defense for this week?
Whew. Um, Trent McDuffie. I'm calling Trent
Clamps.
McDuffie on the defense. He's coming away with +1 in the turnover week one.
Definitely got to step up with Snead out. He's
Somebody's
going to
got to.
be the
It's
leader
the
of
guy.
the cornerback room. Justin Reed, as I alluded to a little bit earlier, will be kind of captaining the DB group. But as far as cornerbacks, McDuffie's got to hold his own. He's got to set the tone for the rest of the guys.
I'm going to have to go with one Sky Moore. It's looking like he's going to be out there with the ones all the time this year. And let's see if he actually capitalizes on that opportunity.
I think if we get the ball in his hands, things are going to turn out well. I think the obvious to point out to watch with Travis Kelce being out, I'm going to say all of our tight ends, Noah Gray and Blake Bell, are going to impact this game. I think it's more than likely going to go down like this. Like Noah Gray is going to get large chunk plays, and then Blake Bell is going to get some red zone targets because that's usually what we've used him for. If you look at our recent history, you got to go a couple years back to look at Blake Bell's shit. But I think both of those guys are going to step up in a way that completely nullifies Travis Kelce's absence.
I'm going to throw one more freebie out there because I think this guy is going to play a very important role as a new starter in this defense. So I'm going 2 defensive players. Keep your eyes on Brian Cook. Dude's going to bring the hammer this year. He's going to be forcing a lot of fumbles. The guy, I believe it was Justin Reed, was talking about him in a post-game preseason I think it was just an interview in the locker room and called Brian Cook a dog, said that he is a guy who's not afraid to hit and likes to tackle a lot. I think there's going to be a lot of good things coming from that guy out of the deep backfield, bringing the hammer. Just before we get into our prediction for this game, we've got one more thing I'd like to cover. I want to get your guys' season projections with how the whole season's going to go. Maybe where we're going to end up. I figure you both are going to say Super Bowl champions as usual, but I want to hear you say it.
Undefeated season, Super Bowl champions. Even better.
Didn't we already give our predictions on the schedule?
We give them like 9 times a year. All right, calm down.
Well, I just want to stay true to it because I don't remember the final record I came up. 14 wins, Super Bowl champ.
14 wins Super Bowl champ. I think I said 13 wins Super Bowl champ. I don't think there's anything necessarily barring us from that either. I think we can get the defense, deal with the defense and the offense. There's always going to be some injury troubles here and there. I'd rather have them early on in the season than late in the season. Get those things worked out. We'll be ready to go.
Hell yeah, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, that means it's time to finally pick this game. It is the season opener. Kansas City Chiefs are at home versus the Detroit Lions. The Chiefs at home are 5-point favorites. Now we're switching it up a little bit this year.
Switching it up.
We are going to be taking the spread, not money line. Boy, I can't wait to see Tybo upset every single Tuesday when we come back and share the results because he has no idea how in the world spread works.
I think I got this one. The Chiefs are going to win 42-30, which means they cover the spread.
Hey.
42-30, you said?
42-30.
Okay. Sean?
Let's go ahead and go. Chiefs cover the spread. It's going to be 45-36.
45-36. And 5 points isn't a lot. I'm going to say a Chiefs win, but I think the Lions cover.
Ooh.
I'm going to give the Chiefs a win at 36-33.
Interesting.
High scoring affair all around. Defenses aren't playing a whole lot, but we do know that's pretty typical of a Chiefs defense in week 1. I think the boys are going to be flying around. It's going to be, I think it's possible that Arrowhead might break the record for loudest stadium, their own record for loudest stadium in the world, given that everything that's encompassing this.
Do they keep recording that, or did we just writing off what like that one game however many years ago?
So they do track it every game. They've got a decibel tracker. They show it a couple times a year. And there are some like sideline reporters that do that on the field throughout the year just to kind of see how loud it actually is. But what happened is the Chiefs had actually brought in somebody from Guinness Book of World Records to come in and actually track that and get
And
it
pour
in.
some beers for us.
I wish. But yeah, that I think it's possible that we break the world record, quote unquote, but it won't go into any record books just because as far as I know, we're not bringing in anybody from the Guinness Book of World Records to track it. Don't be surprised because that place is going to be rocking. I'm excited. We're only, by the time you're listening to this, you're probably a little bit less than a day away, or you're a little bit more than a day away, but nonetheless, you're about a day away. And that means that the NFL season is back. So make sure to check out the next show.
Life is good. Everything is right in the world.
Make sure to come back as we have the NFL show that will be coming out on Friday morning, where you can get more of our pick'ems and more of Tybo failing. As always, go Chiefs.
Go
Buddy, I won last year.
Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.